Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pirate 101 video. Now, today we're going to be going over not necessarily an in-game thing, because I just want to kind of showcase the fact that Pirate 101 can be revived. So I found this beautiful article on Final Bastion, not necessarily on why Pirate 101 can be revived, but the statistics of it, which in my opinion are pretty good. It's looking like Pirate 101 is a decent investment for MGI to at least invest some time into, which means we'll get at least one update. So I'm going to read the article to you here. We're going to read through it together and, find out exactly what's going on with the whole, buying thing, kingsisle thing. So here we go. Can Pirate 101 be revived? On January 16th, a community member discovered a most interesting press release hidden away in a UK version of Yahoo Finance. This press release announced that Malta-based gaming company Media and Games Investment, or MGI, has entered into an agreement to acquire kingsisle, the maker of both Pirate 101 and Wizard 101. Sent the community in a frenzy. Over the weekend, speculation went rampant for what this means. There was a large amount of discussion about Pirate 101's future following the thing. However, there are a few important pieces of information worth noting. Sorry, I'm trying to read fast, but I am like mildly dyslexic and all the words mesh together. So the important thing highlighted right here in the press release is that its flagship title is the online PC game Wizard 101, while its second game, Pirate 101, is doing well. The mobile IP rights of Wizard 101 and Pirate 101 are included in the transaction, while further loss-making mobile activities are excluded from the transaction and will be continued by one of the founders. So what this means is that mobile games are being cut out of development, but mostly, especially by MGI, who has a lot of money and can focus on investing in the game to make it better. But Wizard 101 and Pirate 101 have been acquired. If MGI really didn't care about Pirate 101, they wouldn't have acquired Pirate 101, just Wizard 101. But they acquired both, and that's important to know. Important things to note: Pirate 101 is not being explicitly abandoned and is said to be doing well. Mobile games, long considered by the community to be a major reason why Pirate 101 was not given the attention some felt it deserved, are largely being abandoned as they were not profitable. Also noteworthy is the planned development of console/mobile versions of Wizard 101/Pirate 101. I don't particularly care about those, but it's an interesting step that they might plan to take. Can Pirate 101 be revived? It is possible. Where does it stand right now? You can check out some important financial data right here. You can see kingsisle leading game, adding a team of 80+ employees to further expertise to the group, strong IPs, 5-year+ players. Okay, but you can see right here that a lot of the revenue is kind of split, right? But there's a lot here. You can see the revenue share: 93% Wizard 101 and 7% Pirate 101, but that could change. Largely it hasn't been updated. You can see a lot of memberships and stuff have been over 5 years. Okay, you can see the Pirate 101 right here. 40% of the memberships and income from this game are from people who have been playing for over 5 years, which is also important to know. It's made $25 million of revenue and has 7.5 million gamers. That is lit. Can we get a dab for that? Right, while Wizard 101 has made 93% of the revenue, and that's 375 million, it can show from that Pirate 101's made about 25 to 30 million. Now that's important, because that's actually a lot of money. Despite what you might think, that is, like, comparing to Wizard 101, obviously, let me move my camera up here so you can kind of read it better. Obviously, comparing it to Wizard 101, it's not as much, but $30 million is still a lot. That's almost as much money as, funding a movie takes. I mean, obviously, you need a bit more than that, but you could probably make, that's a lot of money, especially it's probably a lot of profit as well, if you think about it. Now, obviously, MGI is going to be focusing on maximizing profits, but I could see this person includes kind of some stuff about economics. I don't think that's really important to go over in the video. I mean, obviously it is a bit, but the main thing to include is that Pirate 101, while seeming to be the less important game to focus on, is still important to focus on, and MGI kind of sees that, because it's not the fact that it hasn't been profitable. It's the fact that it wasn't as profitable, and it could have been almost nearly as profitable, but KingsIsle decided to focus purely on Wizard 101 instead of Pirate 101 because it wasn't making as much money. That's extremely important to focus on, because a company like MGI won't think that way. They'll think, how much money can we make from all of these games, especially since we have this funding? It's very likely they'll look at Pirate 101, see the potential, and be like, okay, we should focus on this at least some way. So there's going to be at least one more update. Don't worry about that. If you're worried about no more updates in the future, there's definitely going to be an update in the future. Definitely. Okay, so one of the things at the 24-minute mark, an MGI official has stated that they intend to put some effort in the game and bring it to a bigger level than it is currently. I believe that Pirate 101 also has high potential, which may not be fully used in the past. This is definitely true. I definitely can see that in the future they'll want to focus on it. It definitely has a strong base, and with updates could see some things. What does it need? It doesn't really say that. There's also talks about whales, which are basically people who come in and spend a shit ton of money to get stuff. Yeah. Medium-term retention. Okay, so this is arguing that it should release a story update and then switch away from that to do something like the decathlon or PvP. I definitely agree with that. As I mentioned in a past video, I feel like side systems are what Pirate 101 needs, not just storyline updates. I feel like with more side systems, the game will continue to thrive, because a lot of it is, you know, is having... Sorry, I started spacing out. But basically what I'm saying is it needs more than just a story update. The rest of the article isn't really as important, but I would just like to, you know, I'll minimize that and talk about some things. It's very important to focus on what's happening right now. The Pirate 101 revival is a strong movement, most definitely. I mean, we saw that, I think Avery, I don't know if it got full, but it definitely got to normal, which is kind of important to think about. And very obviously, it did make an impact. There was quite a few people watching the Pirate 101 Revival Day. You can see it's back to perfect, which means that it didn't stay, but that makes sense. You know, right now, it's not prime game time anyway, so I didn't expect there to be a ton of people on it. But it definitely showed that we made an impact, and I think it also showed a lot of people looked at the game and were like, wow, this could be interesting. And I feel like it definitely is, and also could be, you know, a thing to focus on in the future. I think if MGI sees that, they can be like, okay, maybe we should put some effort into it. But that's basically it for this video. I just wanted to show you kind of the thoughts on where the future Pirate 101 is going. What I think currently is going to happen is we're gonna have a November game update like Wizard 101 like KingsIsle usually does in the past. I don't think that policy is going to change. We might potentially have a summer update focusing on minor things like potentially side systems, a decathlon type thing, maybe some PvP updates, maybe some graphics updates, and then in November we'll have potentially a new world, at least some new content. That's my personal opinion. I think that makes sense, and I think with the amount of money that MGI could potentially throw into the game, more employees, updates could definitely pump out faster if they needed it. You can see here someone talking in game. Do you think that membership price will change because they've been bought? I don't, but you know, I obviously, you know, I don't know. But that's it for this video. That's kind of me detailing my thoughts for the future Pirate 101. Will it be revived? Yes, probably. That's definitive. That's my answer to it. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, hit the sub button. I do appreciate all the support I've been getting recently. I think I'm at like 710 subs as I'm saying this, which is pretty good. I never expected to get here. So I do thank you all for it. Streaming, I think I'll stream tomorrow, Thursday, because currently this is my first day of school. I'm just recording in the break that I have between classes. I will try to stream tomorrow. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed. See you next one. Have a fantastic day.